Good morning, everybody. It's Bob from Mountain Crest Farms. Pretty nice day today. It's a little bit cool this morning, but it's going to get hot later on. But it's not hot yet, so coffee not switchel. Oh me, did all y'all have a really good beer and barbecue day yesterday? Of course, if you've watched any of these videos, you know I'm being a smart aleck when I say that. Yesterday was not the beer and barbecue day. Although, you know, a lot of people did barbecue, and I'm sure there was a little bit of beer drunk. Not around here, but there was some beer and barbecue. But yesterday wasn't beer and barbecue day. But you know what else yesterday wasn't? It wasn't the 4th of July. Or at least not, that doesn't make it special. Being the 4th of July, there's nothing special about that. Every country on the face of this planet uses the January through December calendar. Every country on the face of this planet has a month of July. And every country on the face of this planet has a 4th of July. That's nothing special. Everybody's got it. What everybody doesn't have, what everybody wishes they had, was an Independence Day. That's what yesterday was. It was not the 4th of July. By date, it was the 4th of July. But the holiday was not the 4th of July. The holiday was Independence Day. Y'all know I'm pretty conservative and I keep politics off of here. But as a conservative, I look at yesterday and what yesterday means, and I am absolutely amazed. I'm amazed because 250 something odd years ago, a bunch of farmers and blacksmiths and shopkeepers and doctors and lawyers and whatever passed for a pharmacist back then, and the cobbler that made the shoes. Just a bunch of ragtag folks without any real military training took on the mightiest army on the face of the earth and whipped their butts. That's why I can do this video. That's why I can sit here and say anything I want to. Well, within reason. And within YouTube's guidelines. And not get in trouble. I don't have to worry about somebody coming up the road and putting handcuffs on me because I'm saying something that's not acceptable to the government. As long as I don't plan a revolution. Actually, you know, it's legal. You can plan a revolution. Don't share it with anybody. That's a conspiracy. But you can sit down at your computer or with old-fashioned pen and paper, and you can plan how to take over the United States of America. Perfectly legal. But you better not act on it. You better not bring anybody else into your plan, because then you're conspiring to overthrow the government. But you can actually legally plan to take over the government. That's how much freedom we've got. Now, I do have some problems with our freedoms. Frankly, I don't know where I saw it yesterday, but I saw a joke yesterday that, you know, there's an earthquake out there in California. Pretty good one. Not the one. Not the one that's going to turn California into an island off the coast of the United States. But a pretty good earthquake. And somebody yesterday said that was the, you know, being on Independence Day, that earthquake was a result of the founding fathers spinning in their graves over what we've become. Because while we do live in the greatest country on the face of this earth, and I don't want anybody to ever think I believe otherwise, while we do live in the greatest country on the face of this earth, this is not what the founding fathers had in mind. We've made some mistakes. Our government's composed of human beings. You know, we the people. That's who the government is we the people. We just have some representatives that we don't do such a very good job of electing to go to sit in Congress as our U.S. reps and our senators. But the government is we the people. And since it is we the people, we've made some mistakes. But it's still the greatest country on the face of the earth, despite those mistakes. It is real easy to prove how great this country is. It really is. All you have to do is see, are people really beating down the doors to get out, or are they beating down the doors to get in? Would everybody in the world from countries all over the world be beating down the doors to get into a bad country? Because there's people out there that are making a lot of noise right now. This is politics, and I'm going to keep it short. But people that are running for political office in this country are running on a platform of how terrible we are. If we're so terrible, why do so many people want to get in? Some of the people that say we're terrible are people that came in as immigrants. I can't remember her name, Ilya Omar, representative from Minnesota. She's from one of the West African countries. She sat in a refugee camp for 4 years, I think it was, before she was able to immigrate to the United States. And she wanted to come to the United States. She wasn't immigrating to Great Britain, France, Germany, anything like that. She was wanting to immigrate to the United States, and she is here, and she's in the United States House of Representatives, and talks about how bad we are. Ms. Omar, if we're so bad, why did you want to come? Okay, that's all in the politics. I probably just lost half my audience right there. May have even had a few people unsubscribe. But we need to really realize, not that this country's good, because I think at least the people that watch my videos, we know it's good. But we need to realize just how good it is, with all of its faults. And there's a lot of them. I lean toward libertarian, not Republican. Used to be a Republican until they quit being conservative. But I lean libertarian, except for a few issues. Well, actually, biggest thing is one issue. I think pro-abortion is pro-baby murder. It's pro-infanticide. I don't see it as a woman's choice. I see it as murdering babies. And Libertarian Party, the big L, Libertarian Party. I think that's going to show up backwards on the video, by the way. I think it should be big L. But the Libertarian Party sees it as a woman's choice, and I don't. But I'm pretty conservative, and I look real hard at the government. I don't let anybody think for me. I look at what happens. I don't listen to what people say. I look at what they do. And I look at what our government does. I can see some faults. I think the biggest one is I find it really annoying that people who want to produce anything, you want to open a store in town, you want to farm your land, you want to do anything, you want to be a producer. Do you realize that you have to go get permission to do that from people who produce absolutely nothing? You want to open a store in town, you've got to go get a business license. What does the business license office produce? Zero. They just give you permission to produce after you pay the government a fee, of course. And, you know, there's things like that, but just the fact that I can sit here and say that and not have to worry about being in trouble is what makes this country great. So all of this was just to make the point that yesterday was not beer and barbecue day. Yesterday was not the 4th of July. That was the date, but that was not the holiday. 4th of July all over the world. Yesterday was Independence Day for the greatest country on the face of the earth. Y'all go have a fantastic day. I'm going to, despite the fact it's going to get really hot. And I'd hate to be sitting here having a great day and my viewers not. So y'all go have a great day, okay? And remember, two things. One, the tomb was empty. Two, he is alive. See y'all next time.